Hello, TopFanRivalry followers, and welcome back to the show with the most. Like, if you're a Red Sox fan, this is where you need to be, not want to be. This is where you need to be, and that's Unraveling the Red Sox. Mike, how you doing, buddy?
I'm a Red Sox fan, but if you're a baseball fan, this is the show you want to be watching. Not to toot my own horn or anything.
Two, go ahead, toot away, get
But
away.
as if you've been following the show and we've been doing this for a little bit now, you know that uh our focus is not always entirely on the Red Sox, although we do talk a lot of Red Sox because we do know a lot about the Red Sox. But we definitely enjoy baseball, and we're a good humor kind of show.
Well, listen, Mike, I'm telling you, if people are listening to us right now, they know one thing that both of us can get on and we can just ramble about useless baseball knowledge. Look down and go, well, that was 45 minutes. All right, we got to go. We'll see you next week.
Exactly. Exactly.
Don't know how that totally works, but that's the way it rolls.
Right? Yeah. Because we have fun. We're entertaining.
Exactly. I need me a Red Sox jersey behind me
Yes, you
that
do.
says Top Fan Rivalry. I got an Angels jersey, an A's jersey, a Dodger jersey,
You
a Sugarland jersey, two Royals jerseys, and an Astros jersey. I need to get me a Red Sox jersey. So next time I'm out there, let's do it.
right? You need need a nice classic
Yeah,
Red Sox,
exactly. Next time I'm out there, let's do it.
right?
Um, oh, okay, here we go. You guys are six. This is so funny because we've been
So you
talking
say the
about
same
forever.
thing every week. We say the
I
same
know
thing every week.
we've been talking about forever. The Red Sox are a 500 team. They're six and
Yeah,
five this month so far.
yeah.
They took two out of four, so they split with the White Sox, which, by the
Woohoo!
way, giving them two wins, doubled their total for the season.
Yeah.
But then you took
So I heard that if the White Sox hadn't beaten the Red Sox 2 games, they would be on like a 21 game losing streak or something like that, approaching all time great status.
trust me, I was at a baseball game when you guys lost, and I'm like, oh, I think that was I was in San Diego, and I said, what did I say? I said, wow, they won. I said they had lost 14 in a row or some ridiculous thing like that. They actually won tonight. I thought you guys were going to sweep them, but whatever. But then you took two out of three from the best team in baseball, the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah,
So
right.
I don't understand.
The Red Sox, they play up to the level of their competition. I mean, so like there's no excuse for losing to the White Sox. Like there's just no excuse for that. Like and we talked about it in the pre-show, and the reason that the Red Sox lost 2 out of 4 to the White Sox, and that they
Yep.
can then come back and play and win 2 out of 3 against the Phillies, who are like, top three team in baseball, is because the Red Sox are comprised of, as far as their offense goes, they're made up of players that are not everyday players. We've talked about this before. They're guys that are not capable of producing at a high level every single game, 162 games a season. They'll show up 100 games of the 162 games a season, but for a third of the games, they're just going to fall flat on their faces. And that's exactly what happened, in Chicago. Uh, and then, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I switched over to the other Boston team that's still playing
I hear that they're doing okay.
last 4-0.
Yeah,
They're doing
I
all
heard that
right.
they're doing okay.
They're okay. They're okay. We're planning the parade.
They're,
Uh,
I love how you
the
guys
duck
went
the
in.
duck boats are getting a car wash right now.
I unless you've been to Boston, you don't know what those are, but those are awesome, by the way. Um, I I have to tell you, I thought it was funny. You were telling me it, and then I looked it up, and it's true. I thought it was funny how Boston acted like they were the underdogs throughout the whole. the whole run. I'm like, wait a second, you
Yeah.
guys have one of the best records in the NBA,
They're
and
still, I mean, they're up 3-0 in the finals, and I still feel like they have that chip on their shoulder because they're playing against, you know, Luka is the best player in overall right now, on both teams. Like he's just slightly better than Tatum, but he is better, like choose Luka Doncic if you had the choice of anybody to start a franchise with out of,
yeah.
on both teams. Um, so they're still playing with that chip, and they're up 3-0, and no team has ever lost NBA Finals with a 3-0 lead. So hey, remember how we talked in the beginning about we get off topic and we don't always
Look,
talk about the
squirrel.
Red Sox?
Look, that
Yeah, right.
squirrel. It's over there. Wait, it's up there now.
Um, I'm totally shocked and surprised to see that the Red Sox came back and won that game last night. Uh, Happily surprised, of course, because uh, I thought that they were going to be, getting swept right out the door of this series, and look what happened. They ended up winning the series because they gained that all important momentum that we talk about, that intangible momentum, and you went from uh, the offense putting their not their best pitcher, but like their workhorse pitcher, Pivetta, last night, who didn't have his best stuff, didn't show up, with his best stuff, and got not only hit around but couldn't buy a strike last night.
Mhm.
They pulled him up and night on the mountain, Hauk, and he outdueled Aaron Nola, which was a surprise again, another surprise, but another pleasant surprise. So you know, uh, they're always fun series to watch, and the
Yeah.
Red Sox, they're fun. They're fun because you never know what's going to happen. Obviously you get down when they aren't playing at their best and they're losing to the Chicago White Sox. But then again, they turn around and they win the series against the Phillies, and they shut Harper down, and Schwarber continues to let the Red Sox know that they made a huge mistake by letting him walk. And yeah, so uh huge mistake.
Huge mistake. Yep. So so it's interesting that you were joking a second ago about saying how you guys play up to the competition. And you said that when you were playing the White Sox, but you just took 2 out of 3 from the best team in baseball. You're following that up with your arch nemesis this weekend, which means that's Sunday night
Yep.
baseball. Red Sox, Yankees, at home, and then you go to
Do, do,
Toronto.
do, do, do.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever told you this, but you remember when Sports Center was the thing and MLB Network didn't exist? Remember that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the Sports Center theme was da na na da na na.
Yep.
I tried to get that for my wedding song. My
Like you
my new
walk out
bride
song, or
didn't
like
think it was
when
funny.
it's to anyway.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that
who needs a romantic song when you got da na na da na na? This is Sports
right. You
Center.
could have Bob Lee like narrate.
Back, it's gone. Chris Berman here.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But okay, so you guys played New York and Toronto. Magic
Yeah,
8 Ball on your desk, Mike says you take how many of the 6 games?
3.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you.
I'm gonna go bold here. I'm gonna say 4.
Okay. So then that means you're going to win both series. I like it. I
Yes,
like it.
yes, yeah. They're gonna beat the Blue Jays,
Okay.
and they're riding that wave. So if they get good pitching, they're at home against the Yankees. Jaron Duran is pushing, pushing to make the All-Star team. So hey, out there, go vote for Jaron Duran to make the All-Star team
Vote for my
because
guy. Vote for my guy.
yeah, well, he deserves it, Bill. You know the stats.
I know the stats. I know the stats. So let me ask you this: having
And he's
never
got a cool
experienced,
haircut.
having never experienced this ever in my life, I hope to at one point in my lifetime, but having never experienced this in my life, what is a Yankees Red Sox game like at Fenway?
Every single pitch, edge of your seat.
Really?
Because anything can happen with each
Okay.
pitch.
Okay. I like it. I like it. I
One
like it.
any pitch can change the entire dynamic or outcome of the game.
Okay.
A missed call, a crucial, missed a crucial ball, or watching a strike three, or making the wrong pitching. I mean, there's just so many moments in Yankees Red Sox lore that are part of just the fabric of baseball itself that like it really is like that like
Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. I haven't experienced it. I want to go to like a Friday night or Saturday night game at the ballpark when the Yankees are in town someday. We actually were going to create last year when we were at the ballpark. We're actually going to create a jersey that had on one side of it, it looked like a Red Sox home jersey, and the other side it looked
yeah
like a Yankees home jersey. And then on the back, it would list off all the World Series championships that both of you guys have had. But I had a Red Sox fan say that there is no Red Sox fan that is a Red Sox fan that would ever wear anything that looked like the Yankees. I thought, oh, it's a fun shirt, but all right, okay.
probably not bragging about all the championships
That's probably
or
that's
toting or touting all the championships on the back like because that was all that was always the big like inferiority thing like little brother big brother right like all the championships and everything
yeah,
so like
yeah, yeah.
he
Well,
listed all the championships on the back.
yeah,
Red Sox fan might wear that shirt.
yeah. Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore might wear it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, terrible movie, by the way. Um, but you know,
Check out our last episode for more fever
yeah,
pitch chat.
for more people, exactly. So I'm gonna take us. I'm gonna circle this around because I'm gonna take us to college baseball for a second,
All
but
right.
I'm going to make it Red Sox lore. So college baseball. Did you see how the Kentucky game ended for them to advance to Omaha?
No.
Okay. So Kentucky's got a runner on second. It's a tie game. Um, the pitcher throws a wild pitch and never covers home. Guy goes all the way from second, scores. That's mental mistake, right? And
Yep.
so that being
Yep.
said, um, the Red Sox, at least for the Philadelphia series that I saw two games. I saw a portion of today's game and and most of last night's game on my trusty MLB TV. Um, but the Red Sox seem to be playing
That's
without making the mental mistakes right now. As long as they can keep that up, they've got something special. If they can't keep that up, they're in trouble.
yeah, yeah. And I think that the mental mistakes has been something that has hampered them the past few seasons.
Yes.
And I think that that's been a focus, with Cora uh this year. And I think he has the right players now on that team that are like re-buying into what Cora has
Mhm.
to say and how he coaches. And by the way, I love Alex Cora, and I hope they re-sign him. Like no fault of anything over the last number of years has anything to do with Alex Cora, and like he is as great a manager for the Red Sox as Terry Francona. in my opinion. So
I like
I
it.
hope that they can re-sign him because like he's almost synonymous right now. Uh, he's who you think of as the leader. You don't think about Farrell. You don't think about Bobby V. You definitely don't think about Renicky or any of the other interim guys over the past few years in between the two chorus stints. So like he's the guy. He's the leader. He's the captain of that ship, and he's got the right players right now with him that are listening to what he has to say, that are working for him. And yes, they are cut down on the mental mistakes. Some of the physical mistakes are still there. I mean, I do believe that they still have the most errors in the majors, but that has a lot to do again with that they're fielding a team out there that is not a bunch of everyday players. Half of their team are bench players.
Mhm.
So
I
but
understand.
it's not without trying. It's effort mistakes. It's not like it's not
Mhm.
thing. They're just making a physical mistake. Like, our guy Jamie Westbrook, who had an error last night uh in the game. Career minor leaguer guy getting like feel good story for the Red Sox. Uh, but he's not he's not an everyday guy. He'd be like he'd be on the old 95 Express between Pawtucket and Boston, back in the day when the Paw Sox were still the minor league team, so
Yep. I'm not gonna lie to
that's
you,
what
my
they're
friend.
doing. They're playing the best that they can with what they got, you know.
I I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that the you guys have not the everyday guys. We have a bunch of guys in the wrong positions. Mookie's not a natural shortstop.
No
Um,
way.
Kiki's not a natural third baseman. So I mean, at the end of the day, we're figuring it out. So you're figuring it out. You guys are good.
Well, the offense and the pitching can overcome that because you have everyday caliber players, in your lineup. So the lineup can help make up for any mistakes in the field. Where
Right.
like, you know, I mean, Connor Wong again. We talk about Connor Wong leading leading the team in average.
Mhm.
He's our number 3 hitter, best hitter on the team, most consistent hitter. And if we were to go back to if we were to put Connor Wong on the 04 team or the 07 team, like he's hitting where Veritek hit 8, 9, 7, 8,
Or
9.
picking
Not
splinters.
well, yeah. But if we were to take Veritek off of the team and put Connor Wong on that team,
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Doug Mirabelli is your everyday catcher again, and Connor Wong is picking
That's a
splinters
name
as
I haven't heard for a while. Doug
oh
Mirabelli.
yeah, we love
Oh
Doug
man.
Mirabelli.
All right.
We love
To close out the episode, tell me a little bit more about
Mirabelli.
yeah, tell me a little bit more about this week, what you're looking for as far as strengths are concerned, what holes you hope to fill when it comes to the New York series and the Toronto series.
Well, I just hope that the moment doesn't get too big. The first Yankees Red Sox series, for these guys that are seeing it for the first time, Rafaela and Hamilton, and I'm not worried about Ref Snyder. I'm not worried about Wong. I'm really not worried about Dom Smith either. Even though like I can't wait for Casas to get back and for him to head back to Worcester, or just but um I'm hoping that the young guys, the moment isn't too big for them and they just play within themselves and do what they have to do, So I heard on the Four Letter Network today that maybe it wasn't actually, maybe it was on Felger and Maz. It wasn't on the Four Letter Network. It was on the Felger and Maz show. which if you don't know, Felger and Maz, they're the one of the bigger drive time radio shows in Boston. Boston actually has two big sports radio network talk radio channels.
Mhm.
And I listen to the other guys. I listen to Felger and Maz, but my card store has Felger and Maz on. So anyway, they talked about how the home run is the most effective way to score runs in baseball, which I guess I agree on as being the most effective way, because obviously you put runs on the board with the home run, but I don't think it's the most efficient way to score runs in baseball. The most efficient way to score runs is to take walks and hit singles and to
Mhm.
see pitches. So I hope that that's kind of the approach that the Red Sox continue to have, because that seems to be what's working for them. And then the home runs are a byproduct of making sure that you're making contact. You're swinging at strikes and not swinging at balls. And Devers is not trying to hit 5-run home runs. Uh, so I hope that they stay within themselves and keep playing the game that they've been playing, because they might not win every game because of the level of talent that they have, but the formula seems to be working pretty well for them. And I need to see Masataka-san, Maohori Shinoshobi. Ask Sam, he knows who he is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sam knows who he is.
See
Yeah,
Yoshida get back on track. He's just coming. He's coming back off of his long stint on the IL. I think he's tonight. I don't even think he played tonight. Uh, 27 games this season for Yoshida. So he's missed quite a bit of baseball so far. So he needs to get back going. And I hope that he had that one of and he's the one that says, hey, put the I'm going to carry the offense. We saw everybody but Raffy do damage tonight, which was nice to see. Tyler O'Neill had a 3-run home run tonight, not just a solo shot.
just a solo
So
shot.
his RBI total is now up to 15 with 12 home runs.
Awesome.
uh and they just need to take advantage of what the Yankees
Yeah,
and their sus to use a new age phrase, their sus rotation is going to give them.
I would agree. I would agree with that. And at the end of the day, at the tail end of the day, it is just what it is, right? It's just what it is. But you're right. You can't let the moment get too big, right?
Yep.
You got to play within yourself. You just got to play your game and you work it out from there. So,
They
yeah,
just took 2 out of 3 out of like a lineup that's 1 through 9. So they can't get scared of the Yankees that are another lineup that's 1 through 9.
exactly. 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 All right, top fans, you heard it from Mike. He's got it going on. So, Mike, I'm going to talk about this real quick. Okay. Dugout mugs are awesome. Locker rooms awesome, but don't make people pay full price. Do you got a discount code for them? Can you make them save a little bit coin?
If you use the code, what do we have? Unraveling.
Yeah.
Unraveling. Use the code unraveling at checkout. Either on the dugout mugs, on a locker room membership, on
Everything.
anything and everything top fan style. You'll get a little discount, a little bit off the top, and you'll get to enjoy it that much more because the value is better.
Better, much better. So, Mike, we need to do this again. We need to do this next week. We need to talk about the Red Sox after, the Toronto series. We'll be able to,
After two big series in the AL East, two big series with the AL with
mhm.
the division. I'm gonna go great Schwami style. We're going Chris Berman, ESPN, the Schwam. And I think the Red Sox are still going to be a 500 team when next time we talk.
Awesome. Well, have a good one, all. We look forward to giving you some more 500 baseball talk. So, appreciate it. And Mike, have a great one. We'll talk to you soon.
Bill, take care.
Okay.